What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today. And in today's video, we'll be doing a shootout comparison of the 2016 66 Batmobile and the 2021 66 Batmobile. Now, obviously, both of these are based off of the classic Adam West television series, and they're both very, very similar, but they have differences too, and I was honestly shocked to see how different they are. I figured, there wouldn't be that much you could change between them, right? But I was so wrong, actually. They both have great things going for them in their own unique ways, and today we're going to decide which one is the definitive better version. So with that being said, let's take a look at the context of how both of these were released. The 2016 Batmobile came in the classic TV series Batcave. This was a LEGO Online and LEGO Store exclusive for a long time, but it's popped up for resale in some other places over the years. Anyways, this was basically considered to be the definitive Batman set for the 1966 television series. You got pretty much all the vehicles, pretty much all the main villains, Batman and Robin. You got pretty much everything you could want from that series. So most LEGO fans were thinking that we would probably never get anything else from the 66 wave. Well, that is until 2021 when we got the new one that we have here today for the comparison shootout. So with that being said, now we have the full history context of where both of these came from, and let's take a closer look at how they differ. Alright, so looking at the hoods and the fronts of the car is where I'd like to start, because that's where you should start on any car, under the hood. Anyways, comparing the two, you can see that the hood is completely different on both of them. The 2021 version, which I'm always going to keep on the right for the context of this video, is much more flat and streamlined, whereas the 2016 one has some studs still showing, and of course has the stud shooters there. You'll notice I only have one stud shooter on here because I wanted to kind of show you the best of both worlds with the feature on the 2021. You can actually remove the stud shooter and put a flat piece there if you prefer the look that doesn't have a stud shooter on it. So just something interesting to note there. If we look at the cars head on, let me kind of lift them up so we can see them head on for both. You can see that the 2021 version actually has headlights, and this one doesn't. It kind of makes you leave it to your imagination from the 2016, but you can see it's a little bit deeper in there with some yellow headlights back in there. So it just depends on what you like. I think that the 2021 version is probably a little more detailed, but I do think that the contouring of the 2016 version is pretty awesome as well. So here we have the sides of the cars, which interestingly are not all that dissimilar from one another. You'll see that the wheels have these little hubcap pieces, 1x1 pieces, that honestly look identical to me. I don't see a difference. Speaking of identical things, the stickers on the doors look identical to me as well. Granted, the 2016 one might have a little bit more white to it, but, hey, it is what it is. I was really shocked to see that the windshield builds are exactly the same, with the little hinge piece there that makes it tilt downward, and then interestingly enough, this little gold piece in the center here is exactly the same, but for some reason the 21 version is backwards, whereas the 16 version is forwards. Now, if we look at the center console pieces here, like the overarching part, it's really interesting to me that we got a sticker on the 2016 version, but no such sticker on the 2021 version. Just something really interesting to note about that. It's also interesting to me that the siren is forward on the 21 version, but in the back on the 2016 version. Just interesting little differences, right? So comparing the backs of the cars, the 2021 version is much, much superior in my opinion. It has these little parachute box pieces here because in the show, Batman could launch these parachutes out to make quick turns, just something really interesting. Another interesting thing is that both versions of the car have trunks built in. I'm not really sure that one trunk is better than the other, and there is no junk in the trunk on either of them, but the hood of this one, or, the hood for the trunk, if you will, is definitely better on the 21 version. I kind of went into this review expecting to actually like the 2016 version more, but as I compare them side by side, the 21 version is totally winning out for me. And last but not least, I want to compare the interiors of the cars. In fact, to do this, I'm going to go ahead and lift up the center console for both and kind of destroy the 21 in the wake there. But anyways, you can see that the center consoles both have the Bat phone there, which is cool, but they have different stickers here. The 21 version has more stickers on the inside console, whereas the 16 version only has the one. Both of them have red steering wheels, and they're just really interesting to me that they're so different. You know, the 21 version obviously being more detailed, but with that being said, let's zoom out and I'll give you my final thoughts on this comparison. And with that being said, guys, we're going to round out this video. Needless to say, you've been here through the whole thing. The 21 version is winning out to me. The 2016 version will always be super nostalgic to me for what it was. I loved it at the time. I still love it, but the 21 version is just a superior build in just about every way. But let me know if you agree with me. Drop a comment below. Let me know which car you think is the better 66 Batmobile, and I'll see you guys on the next video. If you liked what you saw and you liked what you heard, feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO videos coming in the near future.